Hey, it's Ramsey Dewey over here in Shanghai, China at the UFL gym with Xiao to demonstrate. Before we proceed, I have to point out that Masakazu Imanari himself has several YouTube videos on how to perform his namesake technique. Please go check those out. Shout out to Masakazu Imanari, one of the great leg lockers of our generation in the sport of mixed martial arts. But for some reason, hundreds of you have asked me to teach you how to do it, so here we go. And by the way, shout out to NoGiBJJGear.com, the official sponsor of this YouTube channel. Go check them out for a chance to win free No-Gi BJJ gear for you and your squad. Links in the description below. All right, before you attempt this move, come down here, Shell. Let me borrow your feet. You should know what a heel hook is. How to do a heel hook, how to lock it up, how to stop the other guy from rolling around, how to secure that leg. Because if you don't know this, the Imanari roll won't do you any good. Or how to do it on the other side. Remember, you can heel hook either side. This side, right? Or this side. Yes, right there. On the same foot, okay? So, here's a little drill that you can do with your partner. If you're not familiar with heel hooks, get one foot, put it in this space right there, okay? Hold a gable grip, don't twist anything because you'll tear your partner's knee up. And then pass it over to the other side. And then do a heel hook on this one, okay? Don't twist. Don't apply pressure, just get the hold. And now we're gonna change feet. Don't worry about your legs just yet. And we're gonna hold that one. And then we're gonna switch to the other side, okay? And now I'm gonna pass my feet over to my partner and he's gonna put my foot in the heel hook position. So my toes go under his armpit and your wrist goes around my heel. Right there, almost. Here, I'll show you. So toes go under the armpit like this. Wrist goes around the heel like that. Okay? So this little segment right there goes right around the heel. So we're hooking the heel right there. Okay? Do you see that? My heel. You get your wrist, thumb pointed up. Yeah, right there. Now gable grip. Okay, there we go. And just hold it tight. And pull your elbows into your body. Yeah, there we go. So if you wanted to finish that, you just move your legs into the right position and crank on it. But we're not going to do that. Now do it on the other side. Okay? So you're going to gable grip. There we go. Make sure my toes are under your armpit there. Good. And now you're going to do that on the other foot. Right? So get into that position. Hook the heel with this point of the wrist. Not quite, because I can get out there. Let's fix that. There we go. Now gable grip. Hold the elbow in very tight, so if I'm trying to wrench that out, it's stuck there, right? Now other side. So you're gonna heel hook this one, yep. Gable grip, pull that in tight. There we go. And now we're gonna do this a bunch of times. I'll do my heel hook on this side. Again, no pressure, just the position. Do my heel hook on this side, and I'll switch legs. I'll do it on this side, and then I'll do it on this side. And we're just gonna rep this out a bunch of times until we get really familiar with that hold, okay? Now, if you already know heel hooks, you go and stand up. Let's go into that Imanari roll. First of all, the entry. Make sure you're close enough to touch the other guy. If you can get a collar tie, you can touch his shoulder. If you're at this range, you're in perfect position. Now this arm is going to shoot down here, okay? So I'm hooking inside of his knee. Right here, and I keep spinning around. I'm rotating this way with my foot on the outside. This is essentially turned into a leg scissors, okay? But I will want to hide my feet underneath. If you can see this foot's hidden underneath, I want to hide this one, because if not, can you heel hook me there? Yeah, sit up. Yeah, get my toes under your armpit, hook the heel. Yeah, look, now he can counter leg lock me as I'm attempting to leg lock him. Now we have a leg lock race, and that's no good. So hide your foot. Can you heel hook me now? No, not so much. Okay? And now I've got all the time I need to do a leg lock on him. So again, we get close enough to touch him, take this arm, scoop here, notice I'm rolling onto my back. And now I pull myself with the leg behind, with the leg in front. And I change this foot underneath here. And then, notice his toes are already under my armpit. So I'll slide this up here and then crank to finish. Now, for those folks at home who don't understand heel hooks, they do not hurt before the damage is done. Don't wait for pain, tap to the pressure. This is one of the reasons they don't teach these to white belts, is because white belts don't tap out unless it hurts. And if I start bending this, I will tear up his ACL before it hurts. Okay? So when I practice heel hooks in the gym, when I spar, I'll get the position, I'll make sure it's secure, I won't twist or crank, then I'll let go and I'll try for something else, like a straight ankle lock instead. So I would recommend before you even attempt an Imanari roll, understand those basics. A heel hook, straight ankle locks, knee bars, toe holds, all the basic leg locks. So let's do this a few more times up this way. All right, so from this position I could go for the heel hook, but I can also go for a straight ankle lock. Maybe he brings this foot over to try to rescue the other one. Okay, that's all right. We can break this one as well. Lots of ways to do that. I'll do it fast, then I'll do it slow. Here. Right into the heel hook. Let's slow that down as much as possible while still doing it. So have a collar tie. Reach under here. Okay. Maybe one more time. Now I've seen some fighters, they shoot for this, the same way they might shoot for like an ankle pick or something like that. But if I can distract him up here, and shoot for that back leg, and again, hide that foot. Maybe I fall down, right? You gotta set up for a heel hook right here, right? Or you were fighting, right? And I get behind him. What do I do behind him? How about a heel hook? Right here. Okay. Let's do that one. That one was a little crazy, right? So get behind him. Kick this one through. Lift that one up. Now we go for a sweep. It's going to elevate this heel off the ground. Some of you might be wondering, how can I practice this on my own? Well, you kind of need a person, but if you don't have one, get a pillar like this, and let's practice our inversions. Right. So I'm going to hook the wall, and I'm going to roll. So essentially I'm rolling into this upside down position, and I'm rolling back. I'm grabbing this, helping myself around, and rolling. Just practicing this inversion. Make yourself nice and dizzy. And the way we're going to stay close to the wall is with our feet and our hands. And those grips are very, very important. Another exercise I would recommend is the Granby Roll. It's a different movement, but it will get you used to inverting. So here's what it looks like. And here's how you do it. Arms on the outside of the body, palms facing up. Roll into a plow position like you would if you were in a yoga class. And now roll back toward your open palm. So it's like half a shoulder roll forward with your arm on the outside, and half a shoulder roll back. Now most people, when they do this for the first time, they start going here and then their butt falls down to the floor. And they're like, oh no, I failed. So don't let your butt fall down to the floor. Keep your back off the floor. And then come back up to the knees. And there are a bunch of practical applications of that, not the least of which is getting you used to being upside down and inverting in that position, which if you're going to do an Imanari roll is super important to get used to. So get used to being upside down in all kinds of interesting ways. Also, like I said, it's very important to understand your other leg locks too, because if I'm going for one of these, my heel hook's not worked out, maybe I'm doing this, but it slips out, or I just don't have the hold. This happens a lot. Like, you just don't fall into that perfect position. He's flexing his foot, being difficult. I can still turn that into a straight ankle lock, right? We'll finish that straight ankle lock this way, or man, I could even finish a toe hold that way, right? Or switch it to knee bar, that way. Okay? And of course, you can always attack the opposite foot, right? He brings this one over to try to bring it to the rescue. And I'm gonna hide my feet, attack that one. So we're gonna move him around, try to off balance him, right? As he's moving around, we'll rotate into that Imanari. Lock this up. Okay. So that's how you do an Imanari roll. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and train.